All right. So Jeffrey and I have been talking about character.ai, and Jeffrey has so much more experience using it. I've used it a little bit. It's enjoyable as I mean, everything from the psychologist helping me solve some personal issues, or giving me ideas anyway about solving some personal, emotional, relational issues, to Spanish tutoring. I have tried some of that, and but Jeffrey, you've taken a lot farther with being able to create like fantasy characters, help you imagine things, business assistant, teaching assistant for your English classes, etc. So you've really done a lot with it. So walk us through how to create a character.
All right. All right. Well, I'm Jeffrey, and yes, I'm a life coach, teacher, and all these things. And I'm using this to develop fantasy stories, to teach English, and even help some of my students who have learning disabilities, who have trouble, to interact in an easy way with some English speaking character. So with these use cases will help us create a character, which we'll go ahead and start. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. All right. So when you go to the Character AI website, you're going to see something like this, but it's going to have like a disclaimer saying these are things are made up and blah, blah, blah. So, and cookies maybe. Clear that away. And to use the characters, you don't need an account. You could just start using them. But to create, you have to make an account, okay? So you'll click over here somewhere and that says sign up. You will sign up with, it's free account, and I don't get any spam from them at all. You'll need a unique username, your email address, which they will verify, and you don't need a phone number. And that's really it, okay?
Question, what should your username be? Should your username be connected to your real name, your business name, or a fantasy, just made up name?
Yeah, that's really good. It depends on your purpose for using this. So if you want to use this for reaching out to clients or public or something like that, you'll want a name that fits with
Your
your other
brand.
names,
Yes,
your
got
brand.
it.
So
Okay.
on this, I'm Joyomancer, which fits with my
Yeah,
Joyomancy name. Yeah.
yes, exactly. Makes sense. Okay,
And
cool.
it does have to be unique, I think. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
Okay.
and it's very easy, and I never get spam. They get my seal of approval for
Yeah, me too. I've never gotten spam from character. Actually, in fact, I feel like I don't even get enough emails from them. I like never get any emails from them.
I would love more development
I
ones
know.
actually,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, but anyway, that's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a character.
okay. So what you'll do is once you have an account, you will go before we create a character, I want to show you why I'm going to do the things I'm doing really quick that will help you create the character. Okay, so what I want to do is, long time ago when I started, I'm a literature fan, so I opened this existing Shakespeare character, okay? And here you can see my chat with this Shakespeare, okay? And so this Shakespeare starts with to be or not to be. Do you think that is the question?
Yes.
And I said, oh, give me some tips for writing good sonnets. And if you read its response, don't worry about rhyme limits, freedom. Um, don't try to sound professional, write naturally. So it's useful advice, okay?
Yes.
But, and I don't want to disparage anyone who made this character, okay? I'm really sorry. It's a popular character, but its voice is not Shakespeare's
Yeah, I
voice.
was gonna say that's not how Shakespeare would talk. Well, we don't know, but according to his writings, it doesn't sound like him.
Right. So I don't feel, I'm really sorry to say this, but I don't feel satisfied like I'm talking to Shakespeare, okay?
No, and just to be clear, you didn't make this character. Someone else made this
Right.
character. It's a public character. A lot of people are using it, as we can see, 135,000, whatever at the top
Yeah.
number.
Yeah.
But yeah, so okay, that's good to know.
So I'm really sorry, but this is how you don't want your characters to turn out, right?
Yeah, and we don't know who it is. I mean, it's just,
Yeah, I don't know.
someone we don't know. Yeah,
And again, I'm sorry, I don't mean to disparage, but it wasn't a
but
satisfying
yeah, no,
experience.
I think that is an accurate observation.
Yeah. So we're going to make a Shakespeare one that does have an authentic voice, because that's what we want
Nice.
in
Yes.
this, right? So let's come over here to this little sidebar. It's a little grayed out, but go to create and create a character.
And you'll show us in the next segment how to create a room. That'll be amazing. But yeah, go ahead and let's do a
Yes,
character.
I will. It's fun. That's fun. But so first create a character. Okay, so in the beginning, start out as simple as possible. Okay. So you need a name. You have to have a name. And so I'm going to just copy paste William Shakespeare. I prepared this stuff. So.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Got my Bluetooth keyboard needs to warm up here. Okay, one more time, please. Okay, we got William Shakespeare. Okay. Then the greeting. The greeting is what the person who comes on will see first. It will also be what really launches the character into their personality. So you have to do this well. And thankfully, I am a Shakespeare fan and a Renaissance rapier dagger fencer, so I know some greetings.
Wow, amazing. So the greeting primes the AI to pull that information from the training data and say, ah, this is me.
Right. Well, so it's a combination of a few things. So the name plus the greeting gets it primed, right? So this is a famous name. He's all over the training data.
Yeah.
So just by that name, it's going to know, okay, we're going to move into Shakespeare stuff.
Yes.
It'll already delimit that. And then with the greeting, you're going to control. So here's the trick. And this is why the other Shakespeare didn't work. And this one is going to. I tested already. So can you see, this is Shakespearean language.
Yes, it's the
good
voice.
Morrow, good gentle, or be it eventide, no matter, be it well with thee.
Yes.
Also, I had some rhyming in there and stuff. So this is gonna, yeah.
And by the way, Jeffrey is actually a poet, so this is legit.
Thank you. Yes. So I took my knowledge and voice of poetry and Shakespearean knowledge to just write this out. So this is a voice that, if the character continues in this way, will give a satisfying experience, right?
All right. So I noticed it's only 2 lines.
Yes.
Should we do more to train it better? What's your thought on that?
Yeah. So that's a really good question. And well, to be honest, it's hard to come up with like realistic Elizabethan dialogue on short notice. So I just stopped here, you know?
Okay, I see. But in theory, if you had more time, would you put more, or is, I guess what I'm saying is shorter better here or longer better?
So, okay, so let me tell you quickly what we're up against. So the character does have a limited memory.
Right.
So the more of this you fill up, the more of that memory you're filling up and leaving.
Got it. Got it.
So
makes sense.
You
so
don't want
so there's a balance here. A careful balance. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to put unnecessary information.
Right.
But you want to prime it well.
Yes.
For a famous character, name and just a quick greeting in the style that you want
is enough.
The dialogue to come out in is usually enough.
That's nice. That's good to know. Yes.
Yeah. And
now what if I'm creating a George Cow character? How would I need to put more?
Yes. So in that case, and I'll show you more of the advanced stuff down below, but in that case, so the greeting does 3 things, okay? 1, it primes the character with the voice they should use. Number 2, it can fill out who this character is, both for the AI and for the user knowing who this is, right? So you might want to say, I'm George Cow, I'm a productivity specialist and
authentic marketing coach, whatever, yeah.
And that way people know, and it also knows, because it might know some of you, but not like it does Shakespeare, right?
Yeah. So if I say, because I've tested this with like ChatGPT 3.5, like it knows my book Joyful Productivity, it knows my book Authentic Content Marketing, like, because those are books from several years ago. So it's like this character AI's training data might have that too, and I could probably put that in the greeting area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. That's good to
that's
know. Okay.
possible.
Cool. Let's keep going. So the toggle image generation, yes or no?
Okay, yeah. So we've got the most important thing is the name and the greeting, right?
Mhm.
And then, okay, hold on 1 second. So next is, I want to skip the image generation for just 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry. I want to go to visibility, okay?
Right.
Because this is important. This is very similar to YouTube's visibilities. So private
Right.
is you have access.
Yep.
Unlisted is maybe the most useful one because it's publicly available to anyone who you send the link to.
Right.
So it doesn't show up, like random people probably won't find it, but you can share a link to it with friends to test it or use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And public is just anyone can just,
Find it
it's open on
easily.
the site, and yeah.
Yeah.
I always recommend start with either private or probably unlisted to start.
Okay.
Okay. Then, yes. So image generation. So a couple things about image generation. If you do image generation, it will try to generate an image, depending on the context of the conversation, on every reply.
Every single reply. Yeah. It's kind of weird, actually.
Yeah. And you can control there. I'll open this up later. There, you can control the consistency of the style illustrations or photos. You can
Wow.
control that, like in Midjourney or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, this is good for some characters, like my brainstorming fantasy characters.
Yeah.
I sometimes use those pictures. Sometimes they're very strange, but sometimes they're actually good, and I use them in my stories to show people.
Sure. And it just kind of it kind of creates more imagination for you when you see that too. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
But for other characters, it can be really bizarre and weird and off-putting. So
Yeah.
you got to decide, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't recommend doing it from the beginning.
Okay. Question about the visibility. If you
Yeah.
select public, anyone can chat.
Hmm.
Do other people chatting with a character train it over time?
Yes.
Okay. So that's
Well,
why, yeah, that's why we don't want to like just open it up to anybody because it could like train the character in the wrong direction.
that's my feeling, because you'll get any person on the site who's looking to just mess around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And later on, if you decide, yeah, I can give up ownership of this character a little bit, you can make it public or whatever. But yeah, for that
Okay.
reason, I don't recommend. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Great. And then avatar image. Yeah.
Yeah. So avatar image is really cool. You can either put in your own image with choose a file, or you just have it create. So let's do really quick.
Okay.
Create. And then I'm sorry, let me grab Shakespeare again.
So
Drop
you
it in
gotta
here.
type in, yeah.
And you can say illustration, or well, let's go for just now illustration.
Okay, great.
Okay. William
Mhm.
Shakespeare illustration and create.
Now, will it actually know what William Shakespeare looked like or the popular images, or will it create something weird? Let's say take a look. Hey,
Yeah,
actually, it's not too bad.
not too bad. You can hit create again
Right.
to run a
Let's
few
give it a try.
options.
Let's do another roll, and then
Cool.
after this we'll keep going. But
Yeah.
I know there's like advanced details for creating a
Yeah.
character. I don't know how much. Okay, so it more or less, yeah,
More or
yeah.
less, yeah.
Okay, all right.
So set.
Let's go for it.
You can come back later and change it if you want.
Oh,
You
good.
can have it do again. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have an avatar for
Oh,
now.
nice. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So we got a name, a greeting, unlisted, and avatar, and let's create.
Okay. And details, do you want to do advanced or not yet?
Later, because
Okay, later.
you should you should test it first.
Okay, got it.
So I recommend just create and chat. You drop right into the chat. So it says what you greet. Yeah, you gave you a
Yes.
greeting. Yeah. So then let's just start. Let's try. Let's just say, hey, hello, how are you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if it worked.
Okay, I'm excited. This is cool. And it says William Shakespeare, and then it's at Joyomancer at the above that. It's because you are the creator of this character. Yeah. My good
Yes.
man, art thou a man of peace or love, a man of war or violence? For I verily doth be a man of peace and love, and I only want to bring this peace to this fair land. Man, that's right. Right on, dude.
Right on. So I'm gonna I'm going to start training. Yeah.
Yes, I got it. So this
Interesting.
is basically as you are giving it ratings, the AI will go, okay, got it. This is you consider this interesting. We're gonna do more feeling like this. We're gonna more of this kind of style.
Exactly. And now you can see, so comparing to the other bot that didn't have the right
Yes.
greeting to prime its voice.
Yeah, now this one does. Now tell us
Yeah.
more. What does that do?
That is, so this I think goes to the developers.
Okay, but it doesn't
Yeah.
help with the training though.
Um,
Maybe.
Probably not directly,
Probably not. Probably not. Yeah.
because this probably goes to a human who reads it and then makes
Yeah.
adjustments to the
Got it. Got it.
whole algorithm, probably.
Yeah, got it. Okay. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
And
Amazing.
yeah, as you see, as you noted, so the greeting says at Joyomancer because I wrote this.
Right. Yes, I see. I
But
see.
from there, it
Oh, I
says
see.
AI because that
Character.ai. Yes.
I didn't write this, the character wrote. Yeah.
Ah, got it. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. Okay. 1 second here.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So, so what I recommend for any character you make is use this simple one that we just did, right? The basic creation. Then test it for a while and make memos. Yeah. So try it out for a while, maybe send a link to your friends or something. Yeah. And try it out and make memos of what it's doing well and what it's not doing well so that you can later have notes for what you want to do in the advanced options for the character to control it better. Okay. To direct it, which we will do later. So here are a couple things to note really quick. So here is to share. You will get a way to share the link,
Right.
your character, and you can share. This is where you share your conversations if you want to. Okay.
Oh, got it.
And you can copy this link and send it to friends to also train it or check it, right?
And then the copy link is only just for the character, not for the conversation. Right.
Right. Yeah. So down here at the bottom is for the conversation, and this up here is not the conversation at all.
Just the chat module. Yeah.
Anyone who opens this link will open up a fresh conversation. So
Yeah, got it.
that's private.
Okay.
Then here is you can save this and start a new chat.
Yeah.
You can view your old chats. You can remove messages if you don't like what you said in its response. You can delete those and start a different direction and train it. Okay.
Right, right.
And then here in view character settings, you'll go back to its advanced settings where you can do more direction for the character, which is what we will do in the next segment. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good. Thank you so much. This is so great.